like I tell people, as far as the disability piece goes, disability is a spectrum. You know what I'm saying? It may not affect you the way it affects me. So I will say that, first of all, anybody who's dealing with a disability, you have to have that courage and that strength to come out and tell a person, hey, I'm dealing with this, because, during my younger years, I was embarrassed. I used to try to lie and tell people, that, well, this happened. And, one of my biggest issues and one of my biggest limitations is that I don't drive. You know what I'm saying? So I even went through that where I was like, well, no, I don't drive because of this. And so one day I was sitting at home and I was like, you know what am I hiding? Mm-hmm. I said, start telling my story. So I opened up, my YouTube channel, opened up social media, and I just started telling my story. And when I started telling my story, I realized, like, all that fear went away. All that fear went away, and dating became so much easier because I lead with, okay, anytime I meet somebody or met somebody in the past, I lead with, okay, I have a disability. I leave that up to them whether or not they want to deal with, you know what I'm saying?
If they want to deal with it,
if not,
taking this shit straight away.
Yeah, if not, cool. But
I ain't done that no more though either.
I mean, never mind.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff people need to start leading with.
Right.
When it comes to that.
Honestly,
if you don't mind me asking, right? What is the type of disability that you deal with?
For me, it's more on the mental and anxiety.
Okay.
I lost my son due to mental illness. He committed suicide.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. So I have certain triggers, you know what I mean? Anxiety. I cannot be around, say, for example, two things at the same time. So see how the music is playing in the other room? If we had music in here playing it as well, that would mess with my anxiety. It makes me jittery and jumpy. And also when it comes to that, I have anxiety around bands. My son was in the Human Jukebox. So when I hear, especially the band play, it's a trigger for me. And a lot of
no sports going, go to no sports events.
I do, and I have to I kind of work on myself before I go. Like when I know he also used to play in the New Orleans All-Star Band. So when I go to functions,
very talented.
Yeah, he played the trombone.
Okay.
So when I go to certain functions, and the trombone section is my favorite section at Mardi Gras parades, the trombone section is always first. So those are triggers for me. So when I'm with somebody, I really do let them know, hey, this is a trigger for me. Sometimes I have to grab and hold that person's hand. That's my disability for me.
Okay, so here's a question that I have when you sit there and say, because when you're dating someone, getting to know someone, right, and you tell them your triggers, how do they accept your triggers? Because you know what I'm saying, most men don't know how to be like, oh, I'm gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? They come the macho man to sit there and say, oh, I got you, don't worry about it. But they never actually saw the triggers until it happened.
Right.
Then when they finally see it, because I like me myself, I used to date a female that got raped, you know what I'm saying, before. And when she wanted to go that way, I couldn't kiss her. I couldn't hold her as much because she'll jump, and I'm like, man, hold on, what's wrong with you?
Right.
So that actually stirred me away from you then. But then when she broke down, I was like, all right. So whenever you're ready, just let me know.
It's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
communication